ChatGPT. What does it mean for students and academics? Now, if you're new around here, my name is Rayyan Siddiqui. I work at Microsoft, and in this video, I'll be going over what ChatGPT means and what implication it has on the academic world. Now, recently, I made a video going over ChatGPT, what it was, what it did. I also made a YouTube short as well, which I'll link in the description down below. You can check out. Now, ChatGPT is essentially a natural language processing model. So think similar to like Alexa or Siri, where it can understand your input, your language input. Whatever you're saying, it can understand it, whatever you're telling it. Now, but with ChatGPT is a chatbot, so something you can interact with. You type in something, it types something back, it outputs something back. Except now ChatGPT is just like any other chatbot, except it's on steroids. Like it can do anything, almost anything. Think like Siri, how you can ask Siri questions. It will either like do a Safari search, or it will like give you like generate responses. ChatGPT can do the same thing for almost anything. Now ChatGPT generates text based on your input. Now how this applies to the academic world, and the theme of this video is say you're a student and you have an assignment to create an essay on, or like write a book summary on a book. Like for example, one of the books I've been reading recently is called Be So Good They Can't Ignore You by Cal Newport. I'll link it in the description below. I did a mini book review of that as well. But for example, I'm a student. I get assigned like, okay, write a review, write an essay on the major themes of like X, Y, Z on this book. Now, I necessarily don't have to write that. Like I can just ask ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will generate all that essay for me. And what's great about ChatGPT is that it's a generative model. So it generates an essay. It doesn't like copy paste from different sources. It generates a brand new essay, brand new assignment, whatever it is. Now, so what this means essentially is you can automate your essays, your assignments. But on the flip side, another thing you can do is you can automate testing it. So grading assignments. So you can also automate the professor part. So as you ask ChatGPT, which we will do in a sec. So I'll switch over to my browser just in a sec. So say I ask ChatGPT like, hey, create an essay on the similarities between Descartes' philosophy and Ghazali's philosophy, for example, and it writes me an essay. Then I ask it, okay, grade this essay. What would you grade this out of 100? And it would do an analysis of its own essay, of its own writing structure, and it will give you a detailed analysis. So this has major implications, like major effects on the academic world, how that's processed. And I can already see a lot of work companies doing on how they can like detect this type of, plagiarism essentially, like copy and pasting your assignments off of ChatGPT. Now, what I think is super interesting is that, for example, take myself, like my university classes started during the peak time of COVID, so around like early 2020, mid 2020, and all my classes were online. And a major concern in my classes was cheating, was people cheating. So like, for example, I link an article down below, something that made headlines like in my university. So I went to the University of British Columbia, was people cheating on their math tests, people cheating on their English assignments and so on. And there's a lot of websites that can help you do this if you're a student. So websites like Chegg, where Chegg is a collection of people asking questions. So I think it's a monthly subscription that you pay. So you can ask questions, and then a lot of certified professional will answer or like do your assignments essentially. There's also plenty of other websites where you can pay people to do your assignments. Now all that has been reduced. Like you can just go on your browser, type in ChatGPT, log in. It's for free. You can use it for free and just generate your assignments. So that's one thing about ChatGPT. And actually, you know what? Before we move on, let's actually dive into ChatGPT. So we'll ask ChatGPT what ChatGPT thinks the effects it has on academics. Okay, so now we've had ChatGPT opened up. If you don't know how to get to the screen, all you need to do is type into Google ChatGPT, or just type in this URL, chat.openai.com. Create an account. It's for free. The only thing you need is a phone number for verification. You can add that in and you'll be able to access ChatGPT. So what I mean for students is how they can generate their assignments. So actually, let's give an example. So say, for example, I asked ChatGPT, like write an essay on the similarities between Ghazali and Descartes. Now, say I'm a student, I get assigned this assignment, I can just ask ChatGPT and it will take maybe about 3-4 seconds and generate the whole essay for me. Now you can do this for almost anything. whether that's for book reviews, like any type of, like I've even tried like a lot of hard, like create an essay in the writing style of like this author for that relates to like this subject. So for students, this is incredibly powerful. Something I'm not promoting per se, but I mean, it is a reality. Like, you can do this pretty easily. Okay, so now let's try in something else. Like, let's ask ChatGPT what it thinks. So what do you think about students using you for their assignments? Okay, so we asked ChatGPT what it thinks of students using this ChatGPT itself for assignments. Now, ChatGPT says that as a language model, I'm not capable of thinking or having opinions. However, I am here to help you to the best of my ability. I can provide information and assistance to help you complete your assignments. I mean, okay, ChatGPT thinks that you can ask it and it'll help you create those assignments. So now so we've asked ChatGPT to create an essay. Now let's actually ask ChatGPT what it thinks, like how it would affect the academic world, the implication that it would have. So how will you affect the academic world? Okay, let's see what it says. So as an artificial intelligence, I'm not physically present in the world and therefore do not have the ability to directly affect anything. However, I can provide assistance and information to people who are studying or working in the academic world, and I can potentially be used as a tool to facilitate research and learning. How I might be used in the academic world will depend on the individual needs and the goals of those who choose to use me. Now, one interesting point that ChatGPT raises about its uses is to facilitate research and learning. Now, I think a lot of research that's going on in linguistics and like language translation and so on, a lot of that will accelerate, I think, in its research with the use of ChatGPT, with such like super powerful language processing model. But I also think on the flip side, the ChatGPT will automate a lot of process. For a lot of teachers who have to grade essays, they can just use ChatGPT to do that. Copy and paste an essay in, and it will tell you all about it. So let's actually do that. So write an essay on the major themes of Macbeth. Okay. So Macbeth, so it'll generate its essay, and now we're gonna ask it to grade this. So here we have our essay that ChatGPT generated on the major themes of Macbeth. Now, Macbeth is a play written by Shakespeare, blah, 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 blah. Now, so this is the student part. So you're a student, you've been assigned an assignment, you can generate your assignment, your essay. Now for the professor side, for the teacher side, how you can actually use this to automate your process of grading, you can just ask ChatGPT, grade this essay on a scale of 100 based on its grammar and we'll say punctuation. So I would give this essay a score of 95 out of 100 for its grammar and punctuation. So ChatGPT just generated an essay and also automates the process of grading it. So it just graded its own, like provides an analysis of its own essay. So for the uses of words like it is, a couple of missing commas, but these errors are relatively minor and do not have significant impact on the quality of the essay. So grammar and punctuation is very strong, obviously, because it's created by this super awesome chatbot on steroids, and the essay is well written and easy to understand. So there you have it. Now, this was a bit of an untraditional video. I don't usually make videos like this, but let me know in the comments below what you thought of this video, and also what you think how ChatGPT will revolutionize the academic world. And I'm strictly speaking in academic terms. We'll look into different industries in the future, maybe like how this will affect like software engineering and so on. But with regards to academics, my thoughts, I mean, for the student side, it's a super helpful tool. You can generate assignments, you can create essay outlines. People who are doing research, like in their master's, PhD, it can definitely accelerate that process using this tool, where they're writing like their research papers and so on. As far as the professor side, like the teacher side is concerned, they can automate their process of grading stuff, so grading research documents, helping out with grading essays and so on. So let me know down below what you think. Is this a good thing to happen, for this tool to be introduced or not? Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.